Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to take you through the first day of the November semi-private program now. So if you do these sessions with us, this would be our Monday or Tuesday program, and that's what it's written out on the spreadsheet. 3 sets of different exercises. You're going to aim for 4 rounds, 4 sets of each before moving on to the next one. But rather than having a strict rep range, instead we're going to have a more varied rep range, okay? So you want to start off by doing 10 repetitions of each on the first set, and then you can adjust that number up or down based on the difficulty. What you want to feel is at the end of each set you have 2 to 3 repetitions of perfect form still left in the tank, okay? So that could be a rep range of maybe 10 to 15 reps per exercise, or 8 to 12. Play by ear, but you want to feel that you've got a couple more repetitions that you can do really well at the end of each set. So, our first 2 exercises are a B stance goblet squat and a banded dead bug, okay? So to start off with, you're going to take 1 dumbbell. You can do this without the dumbbell as well. If you haven't done B stance squats before, you can just start off doing a body weight B stance squat. If you're doing goblet squat, have it in your hand. You can start off in a squat stance, but just before you do your first rep, you're going to step back and out with 1 foot. So I'm stepping back not too far, just a little step back, but I'm turning that back foot out. I'm keeping 80% of my weight on the front foot. I'm keeping my head pointing forward and my hips pointing as much straight forward as I can, and I'm going to do 10 repetitions. Getting as low as I can, and then exactly the same on the other side. Squat round, back foot turned out slightly, up on the toe, so all of our weight, as much of it as possible, is on that front leg. You're doing 10 repetitions to start with on each side, but you can increase or decrease the number of repetitions based on the difficulty. And then you're coming down into a banded dead bug. So most of you will have done these before. The band is going to be placed underneath your lower back, where your belly button will be. And what I'm thinking about is I'm trying to push my belly button down into the band. And then going to create as much tension in the band as I can, so extending the arms as far off the ground as works for you. And then focusing on pushing the belly button down, you're extending one leg out, then the other, keeping maximum tension on the core throughout. And notice how slow my tempo is. I want you to control every single repetition of every single exercise. 10 repetitions of those on each side. Rest in between sets, 4 sets in total. Okay, second set of exercises, you're going to start off by doing a dumbbell complex, which is 2 exercises sort of thrown together. So you're going to start off by doing a dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So perfect posture, shoulders pinned back, knee relaxed, and you want to imagine that your leg is buried in sand up to the knee. So the lower leg, the knee can't move at all, but rather the hips move back. You're going to go into an RDL until your back is parallel to the ground, or as close to it as possible. And then you're going to row the dumbbells up to the midriff, back down, stand up. That's 1 repetition. And again, lower down slowly, go into the dumbbell row, and then stand back up. You're going to do 10 repetitions of those. If you need to make it more challenging, you can add a band. And what you do is you loop the dumbbells through the band, like so. You then stand on the band in the same RDL stance. So now you have lots of tension at the top, and then same thing down into an RDL, row, push the hips through, fully extended the hips. 1 rep. 2 reps, okay? So that's if you want to add more difficulty, you can add a band to that, and then you're coming down to same exercise as you did in the warm-up, a prone trap release. Again, working a rep range of up to 15 reps, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and you really want to feel that you get a pause at the top of each repetition to really engage the upper back. Okay? 4 sets of those, and then you're going to come into a tricep to finish. So first exercise is going to be a dumbbell clean and press. You only need 1 dumbbell for this. You want to place it between your feet, and you want to start off in a squat position. As I squat down, focus on keeping my back straight. So low squat, bring the weight up to shoulder height, then dip and drive overhead. Down, reverse that motion and swap sides. So you really want to think of it on the way up as two motions. One motion up to the shoulder, then dip and drive overhead. Okay, down to the ground and change. Start off by doing 8 to 10 repetitions per side. So 16 to 20 in total, and then you can build that number up either over the course of the sets or over the course of the weeks as you do more and more sessions. Second exercise, you can add a dumbbell to this and you can dumbbell load it just like the goblet squats at the start if you would like. We would suggest just having one dumbbell for this, but if you want you can start off doing these body weight. You're going to do a lateral lunge. So I'm stepping out to the side, inside leg stays straight, push the hips back, keeping the torso as upright as possible. Come into the middle, out to the other side, inside leg straight, stick the bum back, then back up to the middle. Lateral lunges, these are. So stepping out, you always finish back in the middle. And if you see from the side, as I step out, I really push the hips back, get as low as I can, and my back stays nice and straight, eyes up ahead of me, then back up to the middle. And same on the other side, push the hips back. And there you go, you're going to do, again, same number of repetitions on each side. Start off by doing 8 to 10 on each side, and then build that number up. And then our last exercise for this session, you have two variations. You can either come into a toe tap, so again, lower back press down towards the ground, 90-degree angle at the knee. You keep that 90-degree angle at the knee, and keeping the lower back pinned down. So I like to hold my hands here just on the bottom of my rib cage to feel that my rib cage stays pinned down. When you're tapping one toe, then the other on the ground. And what you really want to feel is that your lower back does not move at all. 10 on each side, or for a more advanced variation, have the legs straight. Again, focus on keeping the lower back pinned down towards the ground. You tap one foot, then the other on the ground, keeping the pelvis locked in position. Again, 10 repetitions per side. 4 sets on each of those 3 exercises, and then you're finished for day 1, Monday, Tuesday.